Attraction is a natural, yet often elusive, human experience. Whether it is romantic, emotional, or intellectual, attraction plays a crucial role in the development of relationships. We tend to search for signs that reveal whether someone shares our feelings or is interested in exploring something deeper. Often, these signs are nuanced, varying from body language to the subtleties of how someone speaks or behaves in your presence. When a woman expresses attraction, she may display certain signs that suggest a desire for a deeper connection. However, as Stoics, we approach these signals not with impulsivity, but with an awareness of our emotions, an understanding of the other person's feelings, and a focus on reason and virtue. This approach is grounded in the belief that the best course of action is always one driven by wisdom, not by unchecked desires or social expectations. In Stoicism, the goal is not to simply act on external signals, but to respond with wisdom and virtue. The Stoic sees external stimuli as opportunities for growth and reflection, not as impulses to be immediately acted upon. Whether the signal is a physical gesture, a meaningful conversation, or an emotional exchange, Stoicism teaches us to be mindful of our responses, ensuring they align with our highest values and virtues. The Stoic does not seek to manipulate or control another person's emotions. Instead, they seek to understand and approach the situation with patience, empathy, and clarity. Let's start by reflecting on the concept of prohairesis, a central idea in Stoic philosophy. It refers to our capacity for choice, our ability to govern our own actions. The Stoic understands that the only thing truly within our control is our own response. External events and interactions, such as a woman showing interest, are outside our control. The Stoics' task is to approach these events with equanimity, acknowledging the feelings they stir without being overwhelmed by them. The process of recognizing attraction, then, becomes less about reacting impulsively and more about evaluating how we can engage meaningfully with the situation while remaining true to our principles. Consider how body language, which is often one of the first signs of attraction, can be read from a Stoic perspective. Body language is often spontaneous and unconscious, a form of communication that reveals more than words might. When a woman leans in during a conversation, maintains prolonged eye contact, or finds ways to physically close the distance between the two of you, these are clear signs that she is paying attention. However, a Stoic does not let these signs lead them to make premature conclusions. Body language can be influenced by many factors: emotional states, cultural norms, personal comfort levels, and it is important not to read too deeply into every gesture. A Stoic response would involve acknowledging these signs without allowing them to dictate our behavior. There's a difference between recognizing body language as a sign of interest and allowing it to trigger a desire for immediate action. The Stoic remains calm, rational, and present, refusing to let their emotions drive their responses. They understand that attraction is an external event, and their power lies in how they choose to respond. By exercising apatheia, freedom from passion, the Stoic can navigate these moments with grace, focusing on what truly matters rather than becoming fixated on external cues. In addition to body language, verbal cues are another powerful way a woman may express interest. The quality of conversation can reveal a lot about her level of attraction. If she takes a deep interest in your thoughts, values, and passions, it suggests that she is trying to connect with you on a deeper level. For the Stoic, this presents an opportunity to engage thoughtfully, using the conversation to reflect on important values and ideas. A Stoic would not seek to impress or manipulate through clever words or surface-level topics. Instead, they would use the opportunity to engage in a meaningful exchange, guided by wisdom and authenticity. A woman who asks probing questions about your values, goals, and challenges is likely interested in your character, not just your external traits. She is engaging with the core of who you are, seeking to understand the person behind the facade. This is a key moment where Stoic principles of self-reflection come into play. When asked about your goals or aspirations, a Stoic answers truthfully, focusing on their own growth and journey. They recognize that their value lies not in their external appearance or status, but in their ability to live according to their principles. By engaging in such a conversation with honesty and integrity, the Stoic both models wisdom and creates space for a deeper connection. Compliments are another form of verbal expression that women may use to signal attraction. Compliments, when given sincerely, often reflect admiration for qualities that transcend physical attraction. When a woman compliments you on your character, intellect, or accomplishments, it signals that she is invested in more than just your appearance. Compliments about inner qualities are often signs that she sees something valuable in you beyond the superficial. However, a Stoic understands that compliments should not inflate their ego or lead them to seek external validation. Instead, a Stoic receives compliments with humility, acknowledging the positive qualities others see without attaching undue importance to them. For example, if a woman compliments your resilience or your ability to handle challenges, it reflects a deep admiration for your personal strength and emotional maturity. A Stoic would reflect on this compliment and acknowledge it with gratitude, but would not become attached to it. They understand that true worth is found in their ability to maintain virtue and wisdom, regardless of how others perceive them. The Stoic response is one of gratitude, but also of humility, acknowledging that the highest form of fulfillment comes from within, not from external praise. Vulnerability is another crucial indicator of emotional interest. When a woman opens up about her personal experiences, challenges, or emotions, it signifies trust and the potential for a deeper connection. Vulnerability is often seen as a sign of emotional intimacy, suggesting that she feels safe enough with you to share her most personal thoughts. The Stoic approach to vulnerability is rooted in empathy and compassion. Rather than using vulnerability as an opportunity for self-gain or emotional manipulation, the Stoic listens with a calm, non-judgmental presence, offering support and understanding. By practicing empathy and offering a safe, supportive environment, the Stoic creates space for deeper emotional connection without attempting to control or dominate the situation. Encouragement and support are also powerful signs that a woman may be interested in you. If she actively encourages your growth, challenges you to be your best self, and supports your goals, it suggests that she values your potential and wants to see you flourish. This aligns perfectly with Stoic philosophy, which teaches that personal growth is one of the highest virtues. A Stoic would recognize that any relationship should encourage mutual development, with both parties helping one another grow in wisdom, virtue, and emotional strength. Instead of seeing encouragement as a form of validation, the Stoic views it as an opportunity for both individuals to nurture their potential and work toward becoming their best selves. One of the most powerful and significant aspects of Stoic philosophy is the focus on eudaimonia, human flourishing. In the context of relationships, this concept encourages us to seek out partnerships that support our long-term growth and emotional well-being. A woman who encourages you to grow, challenges you to confront your weaknesses, and celebrates your successes is someone who values your journey as much as her own. The Stoic, in turn, is mindful of the importance of supporting their partner's growth and being a positive influence in their life. This mutual focus on personal development is what creates lasting, meaningful relationships. It is also important to recognize that attraction, especially romantic attraction, can sometimes stir powerful emotions. These emotions, whether excitement, desire, or even anxiety, are natural, but they must be managed with self-discipline and emotional control. Stoicism teaches us that emotions are not inherently negative, but that we must avoid allowing them to govern our actions. When we feel attracted to someone, the Stoic approach is to acknowledge these emotions without letting them dictate our behavior. We must remain centered and focus on our values, understanding that true fulfillment comes from living virtuously, not from seeking gratification or external approval. Finally, one of the most important lessons from Stoic philosophy is that our ultimate goal is not to seek pleasure, but to live a life of virtue and wisdom. Attraction, in its many forms, can be a beautiful and powerful experience, but it should never be the sole driver of our actions or decisions. A Stoic recognizes that true happiness comes from living in accordance with reason, not from fleeting desires or external circumstances. In relationships, this means that we engage not out of a desire for validation, but out of a genuine desire to build something meaningful based on shared values, respect, and growth. The Stoic seeks relationships that encourage personal development, emotional maturity, and a deeper understanding of life. In conclusion, recognizing the signs of attraction is an important skill, but the Stoic approach to these signs is one of mindfulness, wisdom, and emotional control. By observing body language, engaging in deep conversations, acknowledging compliments, supporting each other's growth, and responding to vulnerability with empathy, we can form relationships that are based on genuine connection and mutual respect. However, Stoicism reminds us that we should never let our desires or external signals dictate our actions. Instead, we must remain grounded in our own values, responding to attraction with clarity, discipline, and wisdom. True fulfillment in relationships comes not from seeking pleasure, but from cultivating virtue and living in accordance with our highest principles.